So I'm making this video because there was a spider in Athena's room today. I thought we had more time, but they're coming with a surprise attack early, so let's talk about spiders and what we can do to send them packing. So this is the best thing that I've used so far. It stops me in the tracks. It's like, psst, and then they go around in circles and die. Or, you know, if you want to just, you know, have a bit of humanity and, you know, put them out of their misery quick, you know, the spinning round, just whack them. Now, I know I'm going to get backlash for that. You know, careful, you know, spiders, blah, 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 but I'm sorry, they're trespassing in my house, so. And they bite, so it's not like they're innocent, is it? They eat other insects and that. Just no, can't be dealing. If they're small, I will just, you know, get them up, put them out. But when they're big, sorry, not happening. Don't like them. I'm not touching them. That's that. Okay, but there are other ways. Because I had this before I had a cat, right? So I'm going to have to find out if it's okay for animals, because if it isn't, that's got to go. Because Munchie is my baby. And we can't have anything hurting Munchie. You go now, darling. Okay. So, she's gone after him now. What have I started? Just be nice to cat. Okay. So, the other things is the Hoover, right? Because they tend to go on the ceiling, in the corners, awkward places where you can't quite hit them and can't quite reach. And you're like, even if I go on a chair, is this going to jump? Nah, we don't need the bother. But you've got to be accurate with this because, again, they can jump. So you need to get it as quick as possible. Don't miss it. Okay, so get the Hoover pipe. Get ready. It's got to be that quick. I don't think so. Okay, so the only problem with that is sometimes they can survive in the Hoover, okay? It depends how it's sucked in, the size of it, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes they'll just die because, you know, they've got sucked in and, you know, there's no food and whatever. But sometimes there can be, you know, a hero and just, you know, walk back out of the Hoover. Pretty sure that happened to my Auntie Linda. But anyway, so when you suck them in, just put some tissue in the end of the Hoover. And I used to be extra and put sellotape on top of that, so they can't even push it out. I'm just thinking of all scenarios here. And then I wouldn't take the tissue out until I was ready to Hoover again. And even then, I'd get someone else to take the tissue out, just in case, like, they're just waiting there. So yeah. But eventually, with no food in that, they are going to die in there, right, if they did survive. But, you know, that's just the initial, you know. I don't Hoover every day anyway, so it would die in there, right? But, I don't know, because she's sucking up scraps of food, I don't know. All I know is, like, I've never had one crawl out of the Hoover, but other people have. Okay, so. There's also conkers. Now, this is real. I've tried it. Aria, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Right, you going to bed? No. Put it down then. Put it down. Down. Excuse me.
I go too.
You want to go on it too? What do you have information about spiders? I've just got to think about having a hood up now. So, you know. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
We're talking about spiders.
Yes.
Say spiders.
Spiders.
Yes. So the other thing is the conkers, right? Now, think about this. So conkers come in autumn, right? So what you got to do is you've got to harvest the conkers, right? If they haven't fallen to the floor yet, get a stick and throw it up there in the tree. Get them down. And that should last till the next autumn season, where you place them around in the centre of it. Keeps them away. Donies, keep away, okay? So, but calm down, you're gonna knock the phone. The best places to put them is at the corners of the window, right? the openings of the window and that, because when you open your windows, you've got no choice in summer, right? Or with me, I open the windows every day to let some air in and then I close it. But that's where they come in. That's one of the entrances that come in, yeah. So definitely put them there. Don't wash them or anything, or just put them there, and yeah, and just keep renewing them every season. Another thing is blocking entrances, right? Now, put your foot down. No, you're not touching my phone. Blocking entrances, so plug holes. When you finish your shower or your bath, put the plug back in because they come up through the drain. And you know that little entrance that's on the just under the taps. There's a little hole that looks like another plug, right? Put another plug in it. In having it. Sink plug. What else? Alright, now here you go. Now I know health and safety and all this shit come at me, but it's life. If you've got an old air vent, right, and it hasn't got that gauze. Well, you should have finished your toast then. Toast over there.
No.
We'll get some in a minute. I'm finishing my video, okay? Go and drink your juice. Yeah, and it hasn't got the gauze at the back, right? It's just got the open kind of thin rectangles. What you need to do is get some cling film, stab it up, and sellotape it to the air vent. So yeah, the air's getting through, but no spider can get through them holes, okay? So that's what you need to do. If you've got the gauze at the back, it's too thin for them to get through, so that's brilliant. Just make sure it's not damaged. The amount of times I've been having a shower, and this has happened more than once, and the spiders come through the air vent, and he's saying hello like arachnophobia, see it. I'm like, nah, this has to end. So yeah, that's what I had to do. Also, if you've got fireplaces, a lot of people have got fireplaces just for decoration, right? And you can see the hole where it leads to the chimney. No, if it's for, if it's just for show, then just, just stuff some things up there, like, tissue or newspaper, whatever. But only if it's for show. If you're using it, you can't do this, yeah? Not his hands, Aria. Just stroking. What else is there? Hairspray. Okay, so we all know that, we're just scared to hit the spider because we're thinking, if I miss it, it's jumping or it's going somewhere and I just can't. Look, you go. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So the hairspray, which my mother-in-law told me, freezes them. So if you get them with the hairspray, if you miss, you can just keep going with a second shot, third shot, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So hairspray. There was a device I used to have, right? It had a door. I don't know if they still do it. It had a door on it, so it's like it was like a pyramid shape there that led to the stick, and then it had like a square edge, and it had a door. Okay. So the idea was you put it on, and you close the door over like you was getting on paper and glass. I wouldn't suggest paper and glass because if you're scared of spiders, there's no point. And then you can like put it out the window. The problem is, one, the stick weren't long enough. So it's like, yeah, I get that close. Secondly, when I did have the bottle to get that close, and I went like that out the window, I thought, yeah, the door's open, it's gone. Brought it back in, it's hanging on the thing. I'm like, no! So, don't know about that. There was also a device where it's a stick and it had like, if you think of bristles on a broom, but they were longer, they were softer. And the idea was you put it on and it twists around the spider and then you can release it, but not being funny. It's too soft. It's not a mechanism that can like fully hold it, and that I weren't happy with that. No, I didn't want to try that. There's also things you need to know, like you need to know your enemy inside out if you want to defeat it. So research is essential. Nah, everyone looks at me that I'm insane when I say these things, right? But I ain't. So spiders can fly. I'm going to explain now. Okay, so what they do is They take a piece of web, right? They hold on to it and they fly in the wind. I thought it was a joke at first, right? Just stroking. I thought it was a joke at first, but I actually experienced it for myself a lot. I didn't have my glasses on at the time, so I had to get proper close to understand what was happening. So I'm walking down the road now. It's summer, but it's a windy day, and I just see like a blurred vision of sort of floating like this in the wind. I'm like, that leaf, it's a dark leaf. I've gone closer. It was one of them big spiders just flying on a web. I'm like, nah. I've zoomed over the road. I'm like, I'm not going by any leaves, any trees. This is not happening today. So I researched it. I thought, is this just a one-off? Like, is this spider just like mad scientist or something? No, it happens a lot. And in like tropical places, I think it's, yeah, it was Brazil, because I said after knowing this, I weren't going to Brazil for love nor money, right? They all group together like a little community, these spiders, right? And they make a massive web and they fly up into the sky. No way! If that was happening in this country, you would not see me. You would not, I would actually emigrate, because I ain't having it. Go to flipping Alaska or something, a cold place. Let him go, he wants to be let go now. Let him go, let him go, let him go. Thank you. So yeah, we don't need to look out for the massive web, unless we're in like Brazil or something. If you're going to Brazil or something, or a hot climate, just look out for it. But they do singular go out on webs. I don't know, they might make a web and take their family, we just don't know. So that's something to look out for. They can swim, a lot of them can swim, especially the big ones. So yeah, just be aware of that. You think you've escaped in water, but then the lake going, oh, and they can swim fast with their 8 legs. Nah. Get off him! Just stroke. Obviously we know they can jump. What was the other thing? Aria, no! Give me a second to think. Yeah, look out for the white egg sacs. They usually do it outside your door, by the edges of the door, or outside the edges of the window, because they know that's an entrance in. So that's also where you need to put your conkers as well, by the edge of the door. But yeah, look out for them sacs, just have a little look around, and if they're there, just like, nope, grab them, some tissue, and dash it as far away as you can, because you know loads are going to come. We just don't need the drama. I mean, I'm not anti-spider, okay? When they're like this big, I'm like, oh, I'll call you like Alfred or something, and you know, you can go and chill in my bathroom, and that's cute. Unless Ari goes, spider scared, and then it has to go out the window. But I do send it on a piece of tissue, so it's like a magic carpet. But now when they're big, it's just a no. And another thing I do, if I have the bottle to squash it, or let's just say Andrew squashes it, right? It's best to leave it for a few days on the wall, because then any other spider that comes, if they have any sense, might look at it and go, nah, this isn't the place to be, you know, this is the place where I'm going to die. I'm going to turn back around and walk out. So that's always good. Just know that when they're in the bath, unless they are the odd spider that's got an almighty grip, they ain't getting out that bath, so you can just start filling the water, dash it down, and get it down the plug hole. But this is important now, right? There's been times where you've got it down the plug hole, you're like, yay. But then they're holding underneath the plug hole, they're waiting. No, when you've got it down the plug hole, you have got to run that tap for at least 5 minutes. Blast it, make sure they're gone, and then put the plug in. Because the last thing you want is to put the plug in, and one, it comes on your hand, or two, you put the plug in, and then, you know, you go to take out the plug the next morning, and it's there. You don't need that drama in your life. So, also, when you've got like shower caps and stuff that you have hanging up, check them first, because like coats hanging up and everything, give them a shake first, because they hide in there, and then it's too late when it's on you. So just have a little look, and just know that spiders don't breathe. So try suffocating them, it's not going to work. You think, oh, they're in the water now, they're going to die. And they're very good actors, so they pretend to die. I have seen the dramatics 1,000 times. And Andrew said to me, it's dead. I'm like, it's not dead, it's dead. I'm telling you now, it's not dead, it's acting. Then all of a sudden it comes up, so it's like, they will curl up in a ball, they'll go on their back, they'll be like all floppy and that, they'll pretend to die. No. Unless that spider is gone, or you squashed it up, you take it, then it's acting. I've had a spider chase me down the stairs once. It was ridiculous. I'm coming down the stairs, I can see it dropping from step to step. I'm like, I might as well just jump, I don't care if I break my neck. But when I've hit a spider, I hit it about 20 times. I'm like, you're still acting! So yeah, just be aware of all this situation, because they're smart. I mean, you know, you think that big butt is a butt. It's not, it's its brain. It's got 8 eyes, so it can see you at every angle. That's another thing as well. Do not lose eye contact with the spider, because the minute you stop staring at it, it disappears. So you can't go, oh, okay, this is a spider, I'll go and get something. No. When you come back, it's going to be gone. Unless it's like daytime, it's probably asleep. Probably asleep, because it's nocturnal, nighttime creature. But 9 times out of 10, that's going to move. So what you need to do is look at it, stare at it, don't even blink, and go, kids, go get me that shoe, or go and pass me the Hoover, get me the airspray. Just keep looking at it. And then it can't move. But trust me, the amount of times I've gone, okay, and I've walked quite a way, so there's not even vibrations or anything to get something, and it's gone. And then you're like, I can't rest because it's missing. It's missing. Where could it be? So yeah, I mean, I would say, leave him, Aria, especially over night time. I know it could be hot in your house, but especially over night time, do not open your windows, because that's when they're awake. That's when they're like, yeah, let's come in. You know, we know the humans are vulnerable here. They're going to be sleeping. We can come in and have a party. Aria, come on out.
Yes.
So, yeah, just get a fan. Justgetafan.com. Well, there are some windows where you could just, they've got this draft thing where you just open the string a bit, and it's got little holes, and then the draft can come through without it being big enough for the spiders to come through. So yeah, we just get our fans in the summer, because my window is right next to my bed. I'm like, no, no. So yeah, hey, well, come here then. So daytime is the best time to have your windows open, but then have your conkers, and yeah, I think that's covered everything. So you want to do your phone, and don't leave food out, because they're going to eat off that. I'm doing it. They're going to eat off that, so just be aware of that, okay? But I think that's all the information I can give you on spiders. I will do a part 2 if I remember anything else, but I think that about covers it. Okay, so hold on a minute. I don't know if it's flies or spiders that don't like lavender. Look that up. It's one of them. It's one of them that don't like lavender. Okay, so like and subscribe, and share to anyone you think will need this information. Okay.